Well, if you're heading to the beach, there's one more health risk to keep in mind, a so-called flesh-eating bacteria that thrives in warm coastal waters. At least 7 people have died this year along the Gulf Coast. Mark Strassman will share how it spreads and how to protect yourself in just a moment. But first, there is another health alert involving food this afternoon. Taylor Farms is voluntarily recalling products containing jalapenos over salmonella concerns. Adriana Diaz has the latest.
Taylor Farm says in response to the growing salmonella outbreak, which has sickened more than 340 people, it's voluntarily recalling 20 products made with fresh jalapenos. The recalled products include dips and salsas, were distributed across 26 states to major retailers and restaurant chains, including Chipotle, Target, Walmart, Kroger's, and Trader Joe's. In a statement, Taylor Farms says affected products include spicy guacamole, mango pico de gallo, taco dip, and more than a dozen other products. Taylor Farms says the recall comes after Coast Citrus Distributors voluntarily recalled its fresh jalapenos due to potential salmonella contamination. In a statement, Taylor Farms says it is, quote, no longer sourcing from this farmer and that the company isn't aware of any reported illnesses linked to its products containing jalapenos. The voluntary recall comes after the company was linked, of course, to a large outbreak of cyclospora, a parasite that causes severe stomach illness. We've asked the retailers for comment and have not heard back. Adriana Diaz, CBS News, New York.
Summerlin Skipworth was spending her Labor Day weekend last year at Alabama's Orange Beach when she hurt her foot against rocks along the shore.
It felt like it was broken.
Within a few days, Skipworth said the pain spiked, sending her to the emergency room.
It felt like somebody poured gasoline on my foot and lit it on fire.
Skipworth tested positive for Vibrio vulnificus. It's a so-called flesh-eating bacteria lurking in warm coastal waters that can enter the body through open wounds or from eating raw shellfish.
An infection never crossed my mind. I just knew I had pain in my foot.
Already this year, 2 people in Florida and 5 in Louisiana have died from the bacteria. Nationwide, the CDC says about 1 in 5 people with the bacteria do die.
With every year now, because of climate change, we're seeing it higher and higher, more northerly latitudes.
Dr. Peter Hotez says people with underlying health conditions should take extra precautions to protect themselves.
If you have those risk factors and if you have an open wound or abrasion in your skin, you do not want to go swimming in brackish waters along the Gulf Coast and the Atlantic seaboard.
Skipworth had to have an emergency surgery, but was released quickly after the procedure.
I'm just thankful to be here.
Doctors credit her recovery to early detection.
Mark Strassman, CBS News.